Hello, this is Mike with Bearmark. In this first video ever for Bearmark LLC, I'm going to detail what I carry in my truck. Now, I live in rural Wyoming, okay? There's a lot of space out here. And in fact, I drive 30 miles to work one way, and there's spots where I don't have cell service, there's spots where there's no houses, there's spots where there's very little traffic. You get stuck out there, you're kind of on your own, especially with no cell service. So what are you going to do? Well, I used to do a lot of off-roading, and I don't carry near as much as I used to when we would head out into the hills miles away from anywhere. So I've kind of pared it down. So I'm going to tell you what I carry. First of all, let's start here. I always carry a tarp. Why do I carry a tarp? First of all, it's good shelter if you need it. Second of all, if you don't need it and you're in the mud, stickers, whatever, and you need to work on your vehicle or change a tire, it's nice to kind of put a tarp down so you're not laying in the gravel. All right, so there's my tarp. A blanket. If you've ever been stuck and it's cold, you need a blanket. And you'll notice this is on my Facebook site. I showed you Shane shooting my 308 and he blew up my blanket, but I still have it. Great blanket. And they're very helpful kitty. A toolbox. Why do I carry a toolbox? Well, for obvious reasons, right? If something breaks down and I need tools to fix it, but you still need a toolbox even if you don't know how to fix it. Because somebody can pull up and say, hey, you need help? It's like, yeah, I need help. They're like, hey, do you got a toolbox? Nope, sorry, see you later. So you need a toolbox. We'll detail what I have in a toolbox in another video. All right, tow rope. Everybody needs a tow rope. I don't care where you live. If you're in Kansas City, you need a tow rope. If you're in Grand Junction, you need a tow rope. If you're in Veteran, Wyoming, I know you never heard of it, but you need a tow rope. Jumper cables. Nothing worse than being stuck. Somebody's there to help you, and all you need is a jump, and nobody's got jumper cables. That sucks. All right, first aid kit. Everybody knows why. We'll detail that in another video. A hat. You may not think that hats are all that handy until you're stuck, you're walking home, it's either cold, wet, windy, or sunny. Guy's gotta have a hat on his head. Especially when it's his hair. All right, rain jacket. Very important, obvious reasons. Out here in Wyoming, a pair of insulated gloves. Again, cold, obvious reasons. A couple of rags. Either for wrapping around your head, checking your oil, you need rags. A jack and a tool to take your lug nuts off with. Every vehicle is sold with one. If you don't have one, get one. If you don't like the one you have, buy a bottle jack. They're so much easier. Don't leave home without it. And a good spare, please. It's just silliness if you do. Roll of duct tape. You guys have seen Mythbusters, right? Duct tape. This is my little hatchet. I love it. I have many. This one was in my truck. Thought I'd show you. Folding shovel. You just can't beat these. This one is a World War II folding shovel. It used to be $5 or $10 at a surplus store. Now they're like 50. I found this one out on my property. Scour. Quart of oil. Obvious why you need a quart of oil. And I have my 22 pistol. I have this in my truck at all times because out here, animal strikes are very common. We got deer run around, elk sometimes, antelope, and there's nothing worse than hitting an animal and not being able to put it out of its misery. Out here in rural country, that's just something we deal with on a basis. And I have my vehicle bag. Now I designed this bag. It's multi-purpose for me. It's not a go bag. It's my hunting bag and it's my truck bag because my hunt bag and my truck bag are supposed to help me make it for 2 days. That's about it, just 2 days. And because I figure if I'm gone for 2 days, I know my direction home. Somebody's gonna find me. Well, I know my direction home no matter where I'm at. So you should too, by the way. It's a good thing. But 2 days, I got shelter in here. Let me just open it up. You'd be amazed how much you can stuff in a small sling bag like this. I have 1 quart of water. I usually have more. I think I drank the last one. Have to replace that. A life straw, because when this little bit of water's gone and you find that stock tank or you find that puddle or you find whatever and you have a life straw, guess what? You got more water and a container to put it in. 550 cord. I always have 550 cord. Ooh, one of my favorites. Air Force survival knife. The reason I have this in my bag is because it's virtually indestructible and it has a sharpener stone in it. And man, you just can't beat the toughness of that thing. I have a saw. This is for hunting, splitting animals open and stuff. But you know what? You know how much easier it is to saw up wood for a fire? So much easier than a hatchet. Oh, my snack bag. Okay, I have granola bars in here, and I have peppermints. Now, I'm hypoglycemic, so hypoglycemia is one of those things where if you don't understand it and you don't have it, you don't get it. But if you do have it, you get it. It can take a slightly crappy situation and turn it into a major deal, right? Always have hard sugar candies. You should. Anyway. All right. Now, if you're in your street shoes and you got 10 miles to walk, you're going to get blisters. So I have this extra little ditty here. It's my foot care bag. And I have an ace bandage. Lip balm. It's not for your feet. Moleskin and Band-Aids. Now, if you've never seen moleskin, you want to get a close-up of that? Basically, it has an adhesive back on it, and it's very tough, and it's very soft. Now, what you do is you just take, say your blister's that size, you just peel the back off, slap it on your blister, put your shoes back on, motor on. That's going to save you because blisters can be a showstopper, right? And it comes in chunks like this. I have it everywhere, all the time. And Band-Aids. Band-Aids can work too, for blisters, minor cuts you get on your hands, whatever. It's always good to have those in your bag. If you've ever been elk hunting in the Rockies, you're going to get blisters anyway. Some of you may do that sometime. A pin. I missed that last time. What else have I got? Ooh, an extra pair of socks. Heck yeah. You never know when you need an extra pair of socks. TP. Never leave home without it. I have a, what is this? Emergency blanket. Actually, I have 2 in this bag. Because they're really good. One to put under you and around you, another one to put over the top of you. Ooh, here's my fire kit. I will detail what I have in my fire kit on a separate video because it is that important to me and it's that important to you. I'll do that next. How's that sound? Alright, next thing. Plastic bag, you know, you can always put that over your head if you need to. Not like all tied around your, no, just you to keep it dry, I think. Just be serious here for a minute. A compass. A flashlight. And then I have this little flashlight. This little sucker's awesome. Ooh, see that? Isn't that awesome? Never run out of batteries that way. Orange tape. Okay, when I'm hunting and I've downed an animal over there, down the ravine, and I'm on this side, truck's over here, and I want to be able to find that animal again, I start marking my trail, right? Right where I'm at, or right where my truck is, or whatever, and then I mark my trail over where that animal is. That way you don't lose your animal, you don't lose yourself, you don't lose your truck. This is also good if you happen to get stranded on the side of the road, you can't shelter in your vehicle, but say 200 yards away over there in that group of trees or whatever, there's some water, there's shelter over there, tag your vehicle and then tag a direct line over to where that shelter is. That way when help shows up, they're like, hey, where'd Mike go? I don't know, but look at the flags. Hey, there you are, they found you. Another emergency blanket. These are my gutting gloves. I don't really use them, but they're in there. All right, what else have I got? Oh yeah, a monocular. These are so handy, and every go bag, every truck bag should have a small monocular in it. They're cheap, and there's nothing better than being able to see further than what you can see now. Doesn't matter if you're looking for water. You don't want to waste time going, hey, maybe there's water over there. Just take a look, man. It'll save you some time. More 550 cord, and I have these handy little like Gatorade packets for electrolytes. Very important stuff. If you run out of electrolytes, no matter how much water you drink, I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't help. I got a whistle. Again, you slide off the road down an embankment and you can't get out of your vehicle, or you're just trying to signal somebody for help, you gotta have a whistle. I also carry this little knife sharpener because this is also my hunting bag. And a sharp knife is the best tool you can have in that situation. Alright, well, here you go. That is a pile of stuff in a little bitty sling bag. It's about everything I would need, besides maybe more food and water. I need to refill that, apparently. For a go bag, for a vehicle bag, and for your vehicle. Say you're in LA, massive earthquake, mudslides, traffic stops, you're 10 miles from your house, about the only thing you can do is walk home. What if all you had was the shoes on your feet? That would be a drag, right? So you grab your vehicle bag, you know you got food in there, you got water in there, you got a rain jacket in there, you know, you're good to go. You got the confidence to say, yeah, I can make it there, no problem. All I gotta do is walk. No matter what happens to me between here and there, I'm good to go. Same thing if you're in rural Montana or Wyoming. This bag could be the difference between life and death. So your vehicle, you spend so much time in it, it should be prepared as well. So there is my first video on bear mark. Hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, questions, whatever? What is it, like it or whatever? I don't care if you like it. I think you would like it though. Let me know. Thanks.